Be aware. Don't despair. Everywhere. Look around, hear the sound going down.
Are you guys in alignment now? Happy Sunday, everyone. I am Brandi Pagano. It is my absolute pleasure and joy to welcome you to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living in our beautiful community of Apple Valley, California. We're so happy that you're here. Everyone is invited to join us in our community sing-along, so take it away, Chris and choir.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source, joy is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Love, love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. And back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Woo! Let's give it up for Chris and our amazing choir. Here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love. All we ask is that you stay open to changing your life by changing your mind. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. I invite you all to take a nice deep breath in with me. Welcome home. Thank you for choosing to be here today. And thank you to everyone who is watching us online today as well. Say hello in the chat box and let us know how you're doing today. And let us know if you like our new camera, because guess what, everyone? We have a new camera. So let's give a round of applause for that. I think I wrote that later in our script to do that, but that's okay because Spirit's always flowing. So, and now I would like to give a big, big thank you to our longtime member and friend, Joyce, for her contributions for putting together these beautiful floral arrangements that we lovingly receive from her every single month. So thank you so much, Joyce. You are a blessing and a gift, and we love you so much, and we always enjoy when you come in throughout the week. And hopefully we'll see you on a Sunday soon. And if you are joining us here for the first time in person today, a very special welcome for you. If you don't already have a welcome packet, you can get one in the garden room on the welcome table. But I don't think there's anybody new here today, so welcome back, everyone. And all of the ways that you can connect with our center can be found in the program, which most of you already know. But if you have any questions, you can always find information in your program. Also, our phone number, email, all of those things to get in touch with the office if you have any further questions. And now I would like to move on to announcements. So Nicholas, if you could help me with that, please. So raise your hand. Who here was at the Pride event yesterday? All right. Woo, look at that. And there's so many people that came yesterday that weren't here today. So thank you so much. I would like to give a huge shout out to our volunteers yesterday. Allison, Tina, Anka, Judy, Todd, Gail, Rick, Richard, and Lori. So thank you so much. Each of you assisted so much with this project, and it was such a wonderful day because of you. Thank you to everyone who came to support our spiritual center, the High Desert Pride community, and doing our part to co-create a world that works for everyone. This was the first annual High Desert Pride Festival, and it is an honor and pleasure to be a part of the history that was made yesterday. So much love was shared. I'm gonna get emotional now. It was a wonderful day of community, support, kindness, and compassion. It was truly a gift. Spirit's grace was definitely with us. I have a few short stories to share about that another time, but a huge, huge thank you to our practitioners for coming and for being of service as well. Thank you all for the support. If you have any photos or videos that you got, please email them to me or send them direct message because I'm going to put together a little video, and that video is going to be put on our social media, our YouTube account, and also I'm going to send all of the footage that we got to the Pride event coordinators so that they can, further market for the next one and the next one and the next one. So please send me whatever you have that you would like to add to that. Of course, email is best, but any way that you can send it to me, please do. Let's see. Us, our center, together made a difference in so many people's lives. Like I said, it was a great day. We networked a lot. We shared a lot of flyers, information, kindness, and love. There was laughter. There was tears of gratitude, and so much joy. We participated in creating a space where all who graced us with their presence was seen, valued, heard, and appreciated, and loved exactly for who they are. We gave out Pride merch, our Higher Visions books and more shops sold several items, woohoo, and we also received some donations too. So again, I'm so grateful for all of that. We met a lot of people who were interested in being a part of our community and events as well. Some people didn't even know we even existed, so it was a huge community outreach support. And thank you very much to everyone for the support and love on behalf of the Rainbow Alliance Group, our HDCSL community, and the greater High Desert LGBTQ+ community. We love you and we thank you. And I do still have some Pride merch if anybody would like anything, so I'll be sharing some things after service. Okay, now on to regular announcements. Thank you, Nicholas, for putting that up this morning at the last second. Current events happening at our center can also always be found at the concierge table, online through our Google Calendar, and our social media platforms. And of course, these are all updated regularly, so please check back often to stay in the loop. Okay, and most of you already know, but we have a printed calendar and with affirmations on the back, so please take that home with you. We rotate it every month, so that's another way to stay in the loop. And also, that's where I pull all of the affirmations for the day. I pull it from there, so if you want to follow along, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Today, right after service, join us in the social hall for fellowship, followed by a healing workshop titled Love, Light, and Lessons, facilitated by today's guest speaker, Reverend Carol Lotz. This highly experiential, practical, and uplifting workshop is one you won't want to miss. There is a suggested love offering, but please come and receive this healing, give what you can, and learn how you can heal your body and heal your life and assist other people in their healing as well. So it's going to be a really amazing transformational workshop. I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you, Reverend Carol, for providing that for us today. Again, you won't want to miss it. Also, Reverend Carol is thrilled to share this time with us today. She will also be offering her newest CDs, handmade Science of Mind symbol hearts that are infused with her love and blessings. And she was telling me about how much love and how much joy she gets while she's stitching these together. So she has a table in the garden room after service. So if you want to talk to her about any of the things that she brought today, I'm sure she would appreciate that. She also has children's books for sale as well. Okay, join us this week for our new Tuesday evening offering, guided meditation and breath work. This gathering is facilitated by Robert from House of Frog. Robert, can you raise your hand, please? So that's Robert. He's going to be facilitating a guided meditation and breath work starting Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. There is a love offering of $10. The doors are open at 6:45, and we will begin promptly at 7. So if you can get her, around 6:45, that would be great. Of course, this is open to all, and you can find flyers in the garden room or talk to Robert or myself or Clay after service if you have any questions on that. Our garden party cleanup workday happens the first and third Saturdays of each month. We will be meeting this Saturday, June 15th at 8:30 a.m. See Clay or Frank if you have any questions. And we are so grateful to all of our community volunteers and helpers that keep and maintain this place so beautifully clean and take care of all the weeds and the roses and painting and all the lovely things, because we are a family, and just like at home, we all work together. So thank you so much for being support in that way. Next up is our Father's Day Baked Goods auction, which is set for next Sunday, June 16th. How is it already here already? I feel like this is just, wow. Okay, ladies, we're going to win. Yes. Frank is shaking his head no. Clay's just looking up here like, yeah, right. Well, guess what? We're totally going to win. So let's get our recipes out and our aprons on, because it's go time. Calling all bidders. Hello. Invite your friends, because the more the merrier. We appreciate you. This is one of our major fundraisers for the year, and it's a lot of fun to do together. So get out your recipes and get your baking on. All things go. It doesn't have to be just cookies, cakes, and pies. You can do all kinds of wonderful things too. Get creative, and you can also make copies of your recipe and share to give out if you'd like to. That could be a fun thing, a little recipe exchange. I added that. Okay, Judy? All right, Thursday, June 27th, we have another movie night happening from 5 to 7:30. Talking about using the power of your imagination to create what you want in your life. And isn't that what we learn here? That's our philosophy, right? Change your thinking, change your life, visualization, visioning. Well, we will be showing Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. And there are love offerings welcome. Again, flyers are in the garden room. Saturday, June 29th, join us for a 5 Wishes workshop. 5 Wishes is an important part of life planning at any time. This workshop covers personal, spiritual, medical, and legal wishes for any end-of-life planning. It's valuable for any age. Excuse me. There's a $5 fee for materials and their love offering for the workshop. Again, flyers and more information can be found where? At the concierge table. We are so thrilled to announce that we have received funds for our new camera, and we are using it today for the very first time. So thank you for all who donated to reach our goals, and a big thank you to Nick and Reverend Valerie for setting it all up. So we're working out all the kinks, so that way when Reverend Valerie comes back next week, it'll be perfect. And of course, we always have lots of exciting things happening here all the time, so please check back often. We are so happy that you're here. And now, our practitioner of the day, Judy St.Clair. Thank you so much.
Good morning, and I want to say one thing. This is out of order, but the 5 wishes, if you're 20 years or older, really consider taking this class. It's extremely important for your own welfare and how things, if something out of left field happens to your life, you have something in order where people know exactly what you want to have happen with your health and how you want to be cared for. So I'm going to really push for that. As practitioner, please join me in our affirmation for today. I'll read it once and you can join me. I am surrounded by love every day. I am surrounded by love every day. I am surrounded by love every day. Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises. They are in your program on the left side and also up on our monitors. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now for our contemplation time. I invite you to relax, turn within, breathe, and enjoy the moment.
I feel the spirit of love touching me. It reaches deep in my soul, helping me with all the love in my heart, telling me I am a piece of God. You are the spirit of love touching me. It's reaching deep in my soul, helping me to feel the love in your heart, showing me you are a piece of God. We are the spirit of love. We are one, and we are thankful for life. This is done, so we are sharing this love with everyone. We are a piece of God. I feel the spirit of love touching me. It reaches deep in my soul, helping me with all the love in my heart, telling me I am a piece. You are a piece. We are a piece of God.
We surely are. Clay Bailar will now join me and light the flames of faith. We perform the flames of faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faith, all beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thoughts and experiences which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony, equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the 5th candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the 6th candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the 7th candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as its highest calling. We light the 8th candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the 9th candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal principles. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcomed here. And as Clay lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And so it is. And let us continue that presence, where we are one with Spirit, the divine God, spirituality, the oneness. We are whole and complete at this very moment, and recognize the beauty of the day, of the things we learn, of the places we go, of the experiences we have. This is a very blessed day. And I bless each and every one here, all of our guests, our members, all of our family that are at home. We hold you in our hearts, looking forward to seeing you here with us in the celebration of life that we do every Sunday and every day that we come here. I bless everyone that helps support this center, whether it be financially, physically, emotionally, with your great love. And I bless those that are in need of healing. I know that divine right action is happening right now within you. You are complete and whole and are at one with Spirit. I'm blessing this day and giving thanks for Reverend Carol Lotz being with us, and for all the beautiful things that you are. As together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, that was lovely. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today. Excuse me. I got really relaxed during that practitioner time, so I've got to wake back up. Reverend Carol Lotz is a licensed and ordained Science of Mind minister that has been living metaphysical principles for over 30 years. Reverend Carol is the hospital chaplain and a member of the palliative care team for the Ventura County Medical Center. She provides spiritual support for all patients and families moving through life-altering trauma or illness. Reverend Carol loves to share her heart and passion through teaching classes and facilitating healing workshops, which she will be doing today as well. She also officiates weddings and memorials and is a guest singing soloist and speaker for many centers for spiritual living and unity churches all over the United States. She's really well set out. I've been trying to have her back for like a year, just so you know, so that is very true. Reverend Carol's first musical healing CD is now available, called Love, Light, and Lessons. She is currently writing her first book, reflecting life's wisdom through her patient stories. Her up-and-coming book is also titled Love, Light, and Lessons. And again, she does have a children's book as well that I absolutely adore. It is with great joy that Reverend Carol shares her meaningful work in these beautiful ways. It is her daily prayer to be in service to where love is needed the most. So please join me in welcoming back the dear and wonderful Reverend Carol Lotz.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, what a warm welcome. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be back with you. Brandi is such a light. How about putting your hands together for Brandi, please? She does so much. So much. And her energy is just pure joy and love. So today's talk title is The Heart of Healing. And the heart of healing is a loaded subject. I have lots of stories. Being a palliative care chaplain, I really want to say this first, that I really appreciate that you're having a workshop on the 5 wishes. Because what I know and what I see every single day, Monday through Friday, is that if you don't have your wishes written down, you will be left at the mercy of those who cannot let you go. And it's something we don't want to talk about. We all want to think we live forever. Yes. We all want to think that it's never going to happen. We are so attached, even sometimes with a low bar of expectations of what life is. I see people every day accepting the unacceptable in every day, and then I'm with them in their regret. I had a patient tell me, I wish I would have done more with my life. I wish I would have loved more. I wish I would have taken better care of my body. I wish I would have loved my body. I wish I would have been with my kids more. I wish. And then he passed 2 hours later with his wishes. And so much of my message is about now. There's something very pressing about urgency or emergency, where we can relax until that happens. But what I love about Centers for Spiritual Living and Unity, and wherever I go, I see how much we value growth here. And so now is the power moment. No one is promised tomorrow. So what would you do if this was it? What would be your regret? Those are important reflections to make. Because, even though I believe we get more than one life, a loving God wouldn't just give us this and that's it, in my opinion. But we have as much love and as much patience from our source to get it right as we do as loving parents as we go over and over with our children. Get up again, sweetheart. You can do this. Okay, yeah, you fell. It's okay. Get up. That's how God is with us, but 50 million times more loving and more patient and more kind. And she never takes her eyes off of us, where we take the liberty of turning away from God lots of times in her mercy. She just loves. Love just loves. And we are made in the image and likeness of God. And I don't know who said this. These are not my original words, but they're powerful words. We have been returning the favor ever since. We make God in our human image. And this is going to be a theme right here for this talk, because we are more than what you see. We are more than human. We are divine too. And in our divinity, we can take that into the places that are limited, like our body or our thoughts. Because when life hits and something serious can happen, it's really important to palliate yourself, to give yourself the attention and the love. And we expect it from outside in, but it's really an inside-out job. Do you love yourself enough to know what you want? Do you spend any time at all daydreaming about what brings you the most joy? Do you give yourself what you need? It's so funny. My mom and I just came back from a cruise, and she said, honey, you know, I'm 87. I want to go on one more cruise. I'm like, great, Mom. So she said, will you go with me? I'm like, of course. So a week before we left, this was a cruise, a 16-day cruise to Hawaii. Lots of joy in that, right? So about a week before we left, my mom said to me, well, you don't want to get off the ship, do you? And I was like, in Hawaii? Yeah. No, Mom, no, not if you don't want to. This trip is all about my mom's joy. So she then said to me, honey, the best cruise days are when everybody's off the ship. And I'm like, yeah, they're in Hawaii. Coming back to joy, I was so proud of my mother for knowing what she wanted. She had clarity about what brings her joy was different than what brings me joy, but she thought enough about it and cared enough about how she felt to say the joy for her was being on the ship. The joy for me would have been going to Hawaii, but no, the joy for me was being in service to my mother's joy. And so we didn't get off the ship, and she's still talking about what an amazing time we had. That's great. And it's like her joy. What is your joy? What is your joy? Her joy was like, that was a moving hotel and we saw lots of ocean. That was the joy for her. And being with me, having that quality time with my mother was so precious. I will never regret having that memory with someone most precious to me. So there's something about being in the hospital that presents an urgency for most people. And so a lot of times in my work, I will sit at bedside and I will ask them, what brings you joy? A lot of people don't know. What is meaningful to you in your life? I don't know. Okay. What is it that lights you up inside? I never thought about it. Oh, okay, that's cool. What is it about you that's lovable? That's the hardest one for everyone to answer. There is such a separation of self to love. If we loved ourselves the way that God loves us, I truly believe we would be so much healthier and wealthier. I like that and that. I read that somewhere in that affirmation. But these things are so important to think about because it's really about joy. If you aren't connected to your joy, how is it going to happen, right? So we are in the image and likeness of God. So that means that we are love, we are joy, we are not the things we've done, we are not the things we haven't done. I sit with gang members who shot 25 people and killed them. And I'm like, you're not the things you've done. You're not. You are much more than that, but unless you know it, unless you live it, unless you connect to your joy and your clarity about who you are and who you're not, that life just gets worse and worse and worse until you meet me as your end-of-life chaplain. But now, today, you have a blank canvas from which to choose color to paint. Can you paint some joy? Can you paint some dreams, some goals, some healing? Is there a relationship that needs mending? Is there an area of hopelessness that might need some lift? Is there a depression or an anxiety? Can we lift those? One of the keys to lifting is not staying at the level of the problem. And that's what prayer does. Prayer changes us because God's already perfect, right? So many people who come from traditional religions, I wish I worked at a Science of Mind hospital. I don't. I work at a predominantly Catholic hospital, and oh, dear God, oh, the separation, the treasure hunt of searching for why God would punish me. Why am I being punished? I had one man tell me, I've been the best son, the best husband, the best dad, everything. I've always lived to be the best of who I can be. How did I get cancer? Why is God punishing me? He goes, the only thing I can think of is that it must have been I had some beer. Like, no, you are proof that really hard things happen to really good people. And it's what we do with the opportunity that difficulty presents to us. What do we do with the difficulty? Do we have a fit? Do we blame the doctors? Do we get angry? Or do we love? Do we love? Love gets angry too. Love can get disappointed. But love also lifts and carries. It doesn't stay at the level of the problem, because then what would prayer be for? Prayer lifts us above the problem, so we have high possibility. And that's what we know in Science of Mind, right? We know that there is only one power and one presence and divine good that is pushing us, moving us, invisibly present in every moment, everywhere. Do we love ourselves? That's the key. Who you are looking for is you. You are who you're looking for to find your joy, to get clarity on what's important to you, to dream about lots of things. There's so much fear. One of the tricks that I have is, Course in Miracles talks a lot about love or fear. Ernest Holmes talks about love or fear. There's only love or fear. If there's only those two, love or fear, what are you in right now? No matter what you're feeling, it goes in one of those two categories, love or fear. So if you're mad at someone, which one are you in? Anyone? Thank you. Yes, fear. And when you are daydreaming, not nightmaring during the day, daydreaming about joy and happiness. We all nightmare during the day beautifully, don't we? We can go to worst case scenario. Do you want to line up with that? Then you will be the person sitting with the chaplain at the end of your life saying, I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have not been so fearful. I wish I would have been braver. I wish I would have picked up the phone and called that person that I haven't talked to in 28 years and said, I'm so sorry, I love you. We all have those places within us. We all have those places in our life. And do we imagine best case scenario or worst case scenario? I have a relative in my family who lives in whatever bad is happening has already happened to him. So when COVID came out, he was already dead. And that's how he acted. As if he's dead, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. That was the big fear bucket story. Wouldn't hug anybody, wouldn't come near anyone, still has difficulty. And I understand that. I'm not discompassionate. But I stand here in my strength of experience before you because I have so much compassion that we either learn through pain or love. Let's do it through love. That's why we come here, right? That's best case scenario. Isn't that true of a loving God? Or is that the remnants of a hell story that scared us when we were young? The only hell is in our thinking. The only hell is in our thinking. And if hell is in our thinking, so is heaven. And so much fear around the dying, death and dying. And that it's like the biggest fear. The biggest fear. And I can bring healing to that fear because the patients have healed me from that fear because dying is a beautiful experience. Can you take that in? Because it's really true. You have a smile on your face and you already have glimpses ahead of time and you just slip into a surrender. It is the ultimate surrender that we've probably done 1,000,000 times already, but those are my thoughts. It's easy. It's as easy as slipping from one room to another. Why do we fear it our whole life? What is it about fear? Can we give that to God? Can we give that up? Can we give that to love somehow? Can we lift it? Maybe just with a shortcut, like just make an association with a light switch. Wherever a thought comes that's fearful, turn on the light. The light in A Course in Miracles represents understanding. And when you understand that there's nothing to fear, you fear nothing. When my sister passed away, my beloved sister, she was my person, she was everything. She still is, but in a different way. I woke her up the night before she died. Her name was Gordy. And I said, Gordy, where are you right now? Are you on the other side? She said, mm-hmm. I said, is anything surprising you? She said, mm-hmm. She goes, everything is surprising me. Now, she was asleep. I wouldn't do this with a patient, but she was my sister patient, so I could do this. I don't usually wake anybody up. I don't want to disturb them as spiritual support by waking them up. Back to my sister. Are you on the other side? Yes. When you're sleeping at the end of your life, you are barely in your body. The bigger part of you is barely in your body. You're acclimating. You're already excited to see your pets and your loves and everything that you worried about your whole life and took your attention away from for nothing. For nothing. And then she went on to say, there are colors, light, and angels that you don't see in this world. And she was in this beautiful state of energy. And in that instant, I had no fear of death anymore. Not even leaning up to that death, because there is no death. We are so much more than our body. If you were worried about your body, then there's a healing that needs to happen in your thoughts about your body, because you are so much more than your body. The bigger part of you is not your body. The bigger part of you is soul. And your soul cannot die. You take your love with you, you take your power with you, and you take your energy with you in the most beautiful ways. And so the thoughts that disturb you, we're either in the way or the way of healing. So if you are in the way, there's a block, there's a fear, there's a story. There's a story. We are such good storytellers. COVID comes, I'm dead. That's a story, not the truth. Is it safe outside of your story? Can you come out and play? Do we all have to be run by fear? There is color, light, and angels that are not in this world. You cannot see them with your physical eyes, but you can with your eyes behind your eyes, which are God's eyes. And this is the beauty of what we know. It's almost like, wow, the urgency is to apply the tools that we have here. There's an urgency to meditate. There's an urgency to commune with the divine. There's an urgency to be in the presence of God, because that's what everybody is wanting, whether you're Catholic, Buddhist, atheist, science of mind, unity, Zoroastrianism, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But what matters is what we are seeking is an experience of God. And many times when people are in the hospital and time is short, maybe not all the time, but sometimes time can be short, that is where God works beautifully and powerfully, because we finally get what has been whispered to us for a long time when we're too busy in life to notice. Don't wait till you're in the hospital to get the opportunity to love yourself more, or to know, not just to say, big difference, but to know how powerful you are in the creation of your own story. And what you line up with, you become. You line up with the urgency for joy, you become urgently joy. What a beautiful story. And that was not a story that I told you about my sister. That was my sacred conversation with her that you could have with anybody you're with too, because that's what's true. What's true is there's nothing to fear. It's way more scary to live the low bar, to accept the unacceptable, to think you're nothing. That is way scarier than ever leaving here into the grandest, greatest version of yourself you will ever be. And I close with this one thought. I had a mom tell me one day, she was beautiful. Her daughter was beautiful. Her daughter was in a tragic accident, and she was not recognizable. And the mother printed a poster of her daughter, and she put it up in her hospital room. Probably the prettiest picture I've ever seen of anyone. And her mother never left the room. And as medical personnel walked into the hospital room, she stopped them and said, "Please don't think that is my daughter. This is my daughter. She is not what you see in the bed. She is what you see here." And I was just like, whoa, what a mama. What a powerful lesson. And I bring that up right now because the same is true for you. You are not this. You are not this body in the chair who probably is, putting yourself down somewhere, or feeling unloved somewhere, or non-joy everywhere, whatever that is. This is not you any more than that is her daughter laying on the bed with machines keeping her alive. You are so much more than that. You are light. You are color. Be an angel in your own life today. Don't wait. Today. Pick up the phone. Call yourself. Tell yourself, "I love you. You're doing a great job. This is not easy." Life is not easy, but it's important, because what you do here matters. What you think here matters. How you receive the opportunities through difficulty to create something beautiful matters. So, the poster hanging in your room would be more like an energy and a color and a ethereal, energetic, colorful, iridescent light. What are you going to do with that? Because that's the true story. You are not this. You are not that. You're not what you've done. You're not your story. You're not who other people think you are. You are powerful. You are beautiful. You are meaning-making machine. You get to create the meaning of your life. You get to create the meaning of what is waiting for you and what has been before you and what is coming and what is right now. That's who we are. And if you loved yourself the way God loves you, you would never take your eyes off yourself either. Be with what's true instead of aligning with what isn't true, because joy is not there. Meaning is not there. Happiness is not there. Take a leap into greater joy, greater love, greater alignment with who you really are. Color, light, beauty, peace, joy, happiness. Daydream about that. And then see what happens with your life and your regrets. Today is a moment to do the thing that you've run away from. Run towards it and know that that's what healing is all about. Being brave, being the light, being your God self, and knowing that you can do, be, or have anything you want as long as you line up with what is true and stop lining up with what is not. Please pray with me. I thank you. And so we just turn within. This is our power place right here and right now. This is the power moment. And as we turn within, we feel the presence and power of love within us. This is the healer. This is the healing. And it is here that is the bridge between anything wanting to be healed and anything healed. That we pray, we go inside. We don't wait for outside to bring it. We wait until we're ready to go inside, which is right now, right here. And what a powerful place this is to rest. And so we just commune with the presence of the divine right now and just filled with so much gratitude. Gratitude for the center, gratitude for your beautiful minister and all of the amazing people that keep the doors open here. That's not always easy either. And that whatever you need, you have. You just line up with it, and this is a beautiful place to do that. And so I know that God is right here, right now. We are that power and presence. We are not all that God is, but God is all that we are. And we light the fire of love today. Love is healing, whatever that is. Healing the thought, idea, belief of separation. Healing the I can'ts to I am, or I don't know to I have, or this person bugs me, or whatever those stories are, they're not important. What's important is you having an opportunity to love. And without difficulty, we wouldn't have opportunities to love. And God knows this, so it is a gift. It is a gift of love to find our way through the difficulty and to bring love where it's not. And so we just give thanks for this beautiful Sunday. We give thanks for all the healing. We give thanks for all the light. We give thanks for just anchoring into what's true. And what's true is that God is love. We are love. We get to love. But we don't really give what we don't have. So the work is to love ourselves so we can love others. And so we do that here, and we do that beautifully. And I'm just so grateful to not only be here, but to be with all of you, because I see you as color and light and angels on earth, here to do beautiful things and to give so much to so many. And so grateful. So grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you for all the blessings here, all the blessings everywhere. That Sunday is a holy day. Sunday is a healing day. And this is the place because we're here now. Thank you, God. And so I release these words, I release this talk, I release anything that you might have as a takeaway that touched you or brought you to tears or or whatever the reaction was, to marinate in that and to not run from it, to run towards it and go, what is in this for me? What is the message for me? And so for healing, I just give thanks. And so with a loving heart and a full heart, I just release all of this now into the power and the presence of the majestic laws of life that serve us beautifully to move to greater light. And so I just close this now with love and light and lessons. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. We have our choir come up, please. I am held, I am loved. I am held, I am loved.
Well. We know that all is well. Thank you so much, choir, and thank you so much, Reverend Carol. That was just very powerful, and I really hope that all of that was caught on camera, Nicholas, because I would love to rewatch that and just digest that. That was exactly what I know I needed to hear. So I'm thinking, what is that message in there for me? And I appreciate that. So now is our giving time. Please take a moment to join me in appreciation for this beautiful community of Science of Mind philosophy and this gathering here today, and for Reverend Carol. So I invite you to take this nice breath in, this breath of gratitude and love that we get to be here. And as Reverend Carol said earlier, we don't have to be here. We get to be here. And I'm so grateful. We know that we live in an abundant universe. There is always more than enough to share and to spare. We use this time to open up the flow of abundance and circulate this energy with the power and presence of gratitude. And I'm looking at Papa Frank over here. I call him Papa Frank because he is my spiritual father, and Judy is my spiritual mother. And welcome back, Frank. So that is my gratitude. Frank is a demonstration for this philosophy. And I just wanted to acknowledge that. So thank you. We appreciate all of the contributions of any kind to support this growing spiritual center. In addition to placing your offering in the basket today, there are various ways that you can contribute to our center, and that information is up on the monitors. Thank you, Nicholas. And if you didn't know, we also have a new way to donate online through a service called Breeze. And yes, it is a breeze to work through. So let us know if you need help setting that up. And thank you for understanding and your cooperation as we change from the Vanco app to the Breeze app. So if you have any questions, call us throughout the week, and Reverend Valerie and I can help walk you through getting set up with that. It's an online giving platform to be able to donate with your straight through your bank or through your credit or debit card. Because of you, our service and experience here together continues to be possible, and the possibilities are definitely growing. We know this. Thank you for supporting the vision of this center and our philosophy. And thank you to our ushers for your service today as well. And I invite everyone to please join me in reading aloud our Declaration of Affirmative Giving. It is located inside your program and also up on the monitors. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you.
Give from your heart, you will find. When you are giving, that's when the healing time will start. This is love. When you are giving, this is love. Give what you can, you will find. There's a connection, give and receive, go hand in hand. Concentrate, meditate, elevate, helping out. There's no doubt. Everything
Here at the center, all this is for your highest good. This is for your highest good.
And so we take a time of blessing the offering, blessing the gift, the ones that come from all different ways and the ones right here too, that this is a manifestation of abundance, that we claim having it to give it, and that this center is blessed, and the church itself is blessed, and that it multiplies and it just does good, because love carries this offering and creates from it, creates love, healing, blessings, and paying the bills and everything else that it is used for. And what a blessing that it is here now. And And so we just give thanks for the generosity, we give thanks for the blessing, and we give thanks for how it's used in the most beautiful, loving, giving ways of service here at the center. So thank you, God, for all that show up, because it takes a village, and this village is a beautiful one, and we give thanks for it. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you, ushers. And as a reminder, our practitioner team is here to serve you. Please reach out to one of our experienced licensed practitioners for prayer, especially if you're going through any challenge in your life. Could we have the practitioners just raise your hand in case people don't know who you are? Thank you so much for your service. They are here to know the truth for you and hold space with you as you transform your life by changing your mind. We have a prayer request box in the garden room that is checked regularly, and we encourage you to use this service. Thank you, practitioners. Well, we know that all is well. Life is good, and we are truly blessed, and we get to affirm this every Sunday together. So yes, yes, yes. Now let's all join in circle to close out this beautiful service, followed by hugs and handshakes for those who would like to join us. And remember, you can join us back in the social hall for fellowship and a healing workshop by Reverend Carol. So thank you, everyone. Have a great week, and stay blessed. Take it away, Chris.
I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It feels so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. Yeah! All is well and life is good. You can play the game and you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. I mean, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. Tell me what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. close. I can't hear you guys.